And the show goes on. Boys in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of LolcowRewind. I'm your host, Billy the Fridge. That's LolcowRewind, if you didn't hear the first time. I'm here with my co-host, Zayzun. Zayzun, how you doing this evening?
The show goes on.
and the show goes on, Zay.
Needed a little bit of that today, right?
Yeah, a little bit of going on. The goings on of the LCU. What's going on with you?
Not a hell of a lot today, but we got a movie. I'm not going to lie. I think that's the most exciting thing the LolCow universe has ever done. They made a movie.
It's highly
it's
cinematic.
It's actually funny. It's so funny.
$200 million budget, I heard. I read that on the dirt sheets.
Cooked.
So it's kind of a big deal. We should look over that. It was a lot of fun to watch on live today. I think we could watch it again here on Rewind, considering that we starred in the movie and so did like damn near everybody else in the universe. It was funny.
No, it's so cute, but I loved our little moment. And how did they get like our background so realistic? So weird.
What do you mean? That's our studio.
Oh yeah, that's our Rewind studio.
It's filmed live in Rewind Studios.
Yeah, me and Billy have been in the same room this whole time, guys. You just couldn't tell.
Drifty Alice is on back. So happy to see you two together. Together forever, for life, till death. RWO. Oh no! Ricka. Let's watch this cinematic masterpiece. I guess Keem and Mike both worked on it, slaved big time over it.
All right, Boogie 2988, you have hit the goal. You have to climb up into this helicopter, fly it above the ocean, and jump off.
How can I do that right now? How can I even make that work, Stick?
Look, we hit the goal. You're going to have to figure it out. Maybe we'll have to do it on the weekend.
Okay, if it's a weekend stream, Steak, you're coming with me, buddy.
Oh, I'm definitely not going to be there. I'm going to be at home cleaning my firearms.
Okay, well, Nightmare, you jumped out of a plane, so you could jump out of a helicopter with me. Come on, man.
I'm not doing it again, dude. You got me on a bad day. I'm drumming downtown.
Fine! I'll do it alone! Fine! I'll fucking do it alone!
Boogie, no!
Boogie!
No! One of my favorite things.
Oh, yeah?
Let's rewind that.
Teeth were those.
Mr. President, a fat man jumped into the Pacific Ocean. It caused a 200-foot tsunami that's going to hit the entire globe.
This is my favorite.
Big shit! This tsunami is heading towards the coast of South Carolina. This is it, people. The end of times. We're all gonna die. The government has collapsed. The power grid is down.
Hitting the
like
drums.
clock it. We're just better than you. We're just better than you. So, you know, you can either take it or leave it.
We're just better than you.
And if you leave it, that's fine.
Parts unknown.
Go to hell, Dorothy!
Shit.
The National Weather Service has issued a tsunami warning for the entire East Coast. A 200-foot Meteo tsunami is expected to hit within the hour. We are looking at a scene of utter devastation. The largest tsunami in human history has left the world unrecognizable.
Ultra!
Oh no! Fucking Boogie. I was so gutted that there wasn't a flood insurance joke at the end.
Damn, missed opportunity.
I was just waiting for it the whole time. I was like, oh, waiting for it. Where's the flood insurance joke? But it was.
They definitely need, we need a part 2. We need to see what happens, after this giant tsunami devastates the entire Earth. What happened?
We all died, but Boogie is just fine, which is actually, spoiler alert, what's going to happen to all of us.
See, but what about Steak in his bunker? You got Keem and Brantley and Rudder in their bunker.
Their bunker didn't last. You didn't see their door bust open?
Oh, shit.
You think Steak's fine? No, they didn't show Steak's door bust open because there was a baby there. They couldn't get that past the rating system. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. That makes sense.
Would have put us in the
Following Hollywood
NC-17
standards
territory.
here.
Yeah. Keem's trying to get a Disney release for this film, so it had to be PG-13. TV-14 if it goes on Disney+.
W Keem. LCU Productions, baby. They're cooking it up over there. Whose teeth was I borrowing for that?
Those were extra teeth.
I think Tina let me use her dentures for the movie. That was pretty cool of her.
AI doesn't understand dental work yet. You know how it used to be they give you 7 fingers on one hand? Now it's now we give everybody boogie teeth.
Yeah, they gave me scary veneers. I was like, oh, okay.
One day they'll get it all perfect. We'll have to bite onto a pillow for dental recognition to get perfect teeth in the AI.
It's all right. They don't need to have my shit. I don't need to be cloned. I don't want to be Avril Lavigne.
Dude, if they cloned Avril Lavigne and Britney Spears, we gotta get to the bottom of this. The Epstein files scare me. I gotta stop looking at them.
You don't think that they cloned Avril Lavigne? Have you not seen the proof on that one? She kind of looks different as fuck.
I don't know. I haven't seen the proof. No, I just heard.
Okay. It's if there was a period in time when you can literally tell which one was the real Avril and which one was the fake Avril, and when they did the swapperunskis.
I think I know what you're talking about, but she just wore so much makeup, right? Isn't that why it changed?
No. After hearing the Britney shit, I believe it's a clone. You don't?
I don't know. I haven't put a side by side. I haven't thought about Avril Lavigne since Skater Boy song came out.
Where do you think they're keeping Britney Spears' clone?
Probably in some billionaire's bunker. Hopefully not next door to Steak's bunker.
What if that's what they got in the what is it, Area 51? What if that's why they won't let us in there?
Area 51 is just a bunch of cloned fuck toys for billionaires?
It's just a bunch of clone celebrities.
Well, that's what I meant.
Well, same thing. But yeah. But yeah, it's just full of a bunch of clones and they can't let the general public see that.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. It's
actually not aliens.
It's not aliens. It's sadistic.
It's their failed. It's like, okay, you think that they got cloning right the first time? No, they had to keep all the failed clones. They can't just kill them because technically they're American citizens.
Technically, they're American property, and you can't just destroy organic living property. I've been told.
No. They have to be a citizen, right? By the laws that we have.
How?
They're technically born on U.S. soil.
They're not born. They're cloned.
Is that not a birthing process?
Guys, could you teach us clone rights, please? I don't know anything about this. The Logie Barris says, I wish they would have had Booster C walking. That would have been great.
True.
People are saying Avril has Lyme disease. Is that true? Is that a side effect of being cloned?
Maybe. Maybe the clone has Lyme disease. Maybe that's the side effect of just not the best cloning that we didn't have yet, The birds and the bourgeoisie. Don't trust them.
It all bothers me. I've just been sticking to myself watching YouTube videos. That's how I get through the Epstein files. I just watch YouTube shorts. I've been following a gentleman who's been cooking stew for 300 days.
Theus. Oh my God, I saw you tweet about that. I got so excited. I've been following him since day 23.
Really? That's early on.
Yes.
I saw him for a couple months now. I've been checking in on his soup every couple of months.
Well, it was first called the Perpetual Stew. That's what he called it at first,
Yeah.
and then the people wanted a name, so they named it Stewtheus. But I will say some of the things he's put in that stew have been ghastly. I don't know how he's kept it going so long. There was one time he fucked it up so bad. He kind of had to do a stew reset, but he kept the base of it so it would still be the same thing. But he had to rewash out the crock pot. It got so fucked up.
He's gone through a few crock pots. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what we're talking about lol cooks. They're like lol cows, but they're cooks. And they do there's this one lady who cooks everything on a fucking barbecue, and it's she's a shitty cook. She just throws shit. I saw her throw down a bunch of ramen and bagged vegetables trying to make a teppanyaki. These lol cooks are, I think, the future of lol cow. There's one woman who cooks and her son tastes her food and it's always half cooked.
I was just about to say that one. That's the one, where she's like, oh yeah, I'm about to make you some mac and cheese. And then she'll just take, a bunch of, uncooked macaroni noodles, dump in milk, and, throw, American cheese slices.
Yeah.
And then she makes her son eat it. And he's like, oh, Mom, this is so,
Jen's talking about Kay's cooking. Kay's cooking's wild. There's, King Cobra was a huge online lol cook. There's a bunch of others too. There's a history. Was it? There was a guy that looked like RTU that would always cook with fucking mayonnaise and shit. Cannot remember his name right now. It was nasty. Mishima Bloodline says, yo, hope all is well with the RWO. Much love to you guys. We shall see what the world. I think Nightmare says that the Rewind should become a community channel. So we might become a community channel now.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should just start a perpetual stew, and we should become the perpetual stew channel.
If we keep up wow, I can barely even say it. A perpetual stew, they can't fire us, Billy. They're gonna want to see what's going on with our stews.
We'll get goals to see what we add to the stew. You and I start with the same crock pot, the same stew. We had the same ingredients. And from one side of the U.S. to the other side of the U.S., you and I have perpetual stew every night on LolcowStew. Stuthius. Meek
We
and
keep
Hers.
stealing shit. We'd have to come up with a new stew name, guys. What's our stew name? Name our stew for us.
Lolcow Stupendous. Meek and Hers' perpetual stew is what they used to have in taverns in the medieval ages. It's true. It's true that people would have stews going for many years. There's a stew going for like 49 years or something. It's still been going. People go, I think it's in Thailand. I can't remember exactly. They go and they get a nice bowl of this delicious, rich broth stew or soup.
Mm.
It's been cooking for fucking 50 years. There was stew that was cooking longer than that before, but I think like World War II shut down a lot of like really long stews. Like there was like hundreds of years old stew pots cooking. It's weird,
They
dude.
ruined it.
The future of
The war.
Lolcow is stew.
Facts. That's how we save this channel. A big pot of stew.
It's the only way. Stick a stupendous.
Who's cooking with Jack? I've never heard of that one. You know that one? Phantom
Cooking with
Voice.
Jack is the guy that looks like RTU. Yeah, that's what it was. I couldn't remember his name. He's got that. He looks maybe like RTU mixed with a pug. I think he's got a dead arm too. I can't remember exactly. These LOL cooks are special people. That's what we need though, a LOL cooking show. Like Lolcow cook. Like the perpetual stew thing, that's a Rewind exclusive. I want people who are out here making like mayonnaise and potato pie, weird shit like that. Dinge coming through with the dose 1 up big time. Thank you, Dinge.
All right.
The end user says Tech Protect was talking mad shit about Billy on Bus today. When's Tech Protect never not talking shit about literally anybody who's not on the screen with him? Like, very rarely does he continue talking shit when he's on the screen with people. Because he was talking shit about Amberlynn Reed the other day. Then he came up on Bus during his hospital visit. Like, no, I wasn't talking shit. I was being a good guy. It's like, okay. Chris Craven says, for the stew, onions from the Goblin King. Yeah, this fucking...
That would have to be the first ingredient. We'd have to make like an onion-based stew. This would have to be something that we did in the Goblin Mask, right? This is something only goblins would do.
It's goblin
It will give us
eatery.
it will give us like magic toward the stew, right? Because all goblins know how to cook.
They all know.
It's just like a natural ability that they have. So
It's
just
true.
putting on the mask, we gain the ability to make a stupendous stew.
I'm not sure if goblins know how to cook or if goblins all naturally know how to eat shit that tastes bad. It's one or the other.
Caterpillar in the chat said start the stew at Fat Camp. Maybe you could start the stew for the crew.
We have like an Olympic torch of stews where we started at Fat Camp and it travels across the United States. I'll get a fucking RV with a crock pot plugged in and just travel across the United States with every host adding to the stew at every stop.
Everybody's got to take like a picture with it and put in like their weird ingredient that pleases them.
We're LOL cooking across the USA. Radar Boy says hot dog stew with a pinch of mustard. Mustard! Hot dogs.
Mustard.
Hot dogs would work in stew because I put sausages in soup, right? I've had sausage in stew.
It would
It
kind of
works.
be more gumbo-y, I think. Like it would make a really nice gumbo.
It's an option. It's an option. Onions have layers like parfaits.
I love a good parfait. Ooh, you can fuck up a Lolcow parfait though.
You think you're going down to some vanilla pudding, but it's actually mayonnaise. Like,
Where's Queens right now? We need to sell them this idea. All right.
who wants a parfait?
$5 donation. It is yours. All right.
We got a lot of stew masters in the chat.
Yeah, they're ready to cook this shit up with us. Everybody's excited. Oh, they said Gotta has beef for the stew.
Gotta
Why
has beef for the stew. I wants me hindquarters now. There's the guy that does the perpetual stew, Stuthius, on YouTube. Hit 300 days and put 300 cloves of garlic in his stew yesterday. Madman.
Do you think that he's updated yet?
He's got 301 up, dude. You should pull up 300, show them 300, Because dude cooked a whole rabbit the day before. He just keeps adding to this shit. Then watch 301. I don't know if I'm psychotic out of my mind. I might be out of my mind. But I had a hearty chuckle today watching episode 301 of The Perpetual Stew.
Okay, so we're gonna show 300 first, and then we'll do 301.
Yeah, 300 first, because we got to show the garlic put into this damn soup.
Also, we got to show like the stew before he put the garlic in. It was in a weird state. He's been in a weird place with this shit.
Yeah, he's been out of his mind. The stew's gotten out of hand. Guys, check out The Perpetual Stew day 300.
I also don't like that he has like these jars unlabeled.
They look like piss jars. Are they variations of the stew broth?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these were like, remember when he had to keep switching like crock pots? Or
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure this is like his canned versions of like right before he would do like a really deep refresh of the stew.
Yeah. All right, so
see this like reddish one? What happened in that era? What was going on there?
probably didn't burn. It was probably more of a poultry-based broth. I'm gonna say this: the stew right now, to update everybody, the vision we're seeing currently had a whole rabbit put in. I believe parsnips. Was it parsnips or turnips? Might have been turnips and rosemary. We're seeing some rosemary in there in that perpetual 300-day stew, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta watch this thing. We gotta watch this. This is amazing.
Oh yeah, let's show the people.
A man does not eat the same stew twice, for it is not the same stew, and he is not the same man. I will admit, Stew Crew, I did not expect to be maintaining Stewtheus much past the 30 days mark. We are now 10 times past that. I would like to give a genuine thank you to everyone who has watched, commented, liked, and followed. I would not have kept going for so long without you. But let's go ahead and see how a whole rabbit in that thing has fared. Quite deliciously, as it turns out. The meat has held up better than I expected it to, and has a lovely gamey flavor to it. There is a very strong presence of rosemary, but luckily it's not too intense. These turnips have held up quite well, and are overall a very solid addition. I would say that today is an 8.5. I always love trying out new ingredients, but there just isn't enough solids in the stew to allow it to be a 9. But I think that I have just the thing. That's right. 300 cloves of garlic for 300 days of stew.
This is your
solution. We are about to find out if you can really have too much.
I miss when he used to put potatoes in on a regular basis.
Yes, I did count.
300.
Each one of these plates contains 50 cloves. In addition, to celebrate, and because I think it's the only thing that has a chance of cutting through the garlic flavor, a healthy pour of whiskey. Thank you all for watching.
Madman.
Goodbye.
Madman.
I watched this episode and I was like, you know, he has done weirder ones than this. I can't lie. But like, this is how we're celebrating day 300. Madman. He's gonna have to do a refresh after this. I'm calling it now.
I don't think he's gonna. Watch 301. 301. Man's a fucking madman. Okay. This is 301.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my. The garlic looks disgustingly putrid. It has soaked up the broth in the worst way possible, and like where the garlic has been like exposed to the air, it's like this dingy brown, but you can tell where it's in the broth, it's still garlic colored. This is concerning.
Listen to this man describe his stew.
Nuked the inside of my home and likely the neighbors with the overwhelming aroma of garlic. The exhaust fan does not seem to be helping, and it actually stung my eyes to open the crock pot. But let's go ahead and see how it tastes. And you will never believe this. It tastes like garlic.
Wow.
Garlic. The garlic, of course, tastes like garlic. The rabbit, garlic. Turnips, garlic. The rosemary, also garlic. The rabbit meat is holding up quite well.
No.
I had some trepidation about adding it since I used to have a pet rabbit. Rest in peace, Elvis Parsley.
Oh my
I
God.
can now say you would have made a great addition to the stew. And while my family may not be pleased with my culinary decisions, I think they should be a little bit more grateful since we are now safe from vampire attacks for likely the next century or so, and I can say with confidence that this stew is an 11 out of 10. As for today's ingredients, I don't really see a point in trying to add anything with its own distinct flavor, so I have a small handful of potatoes to soak up some of that garlic flavor. And I'm going to finish off with a good shake of the red pepper flakes.
That's it?
To add some heat to the garlic. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
That's it? For 301, that's... Oh my god, he's stressing me out. He put in the tiniest handful of potatoes.
A small handful of potatoes.
Rabbit, at this point, there's got to be like... He should have eaten what's in there. If there's any more rabbit, he's got like no sustenance in this stew. It's all garlic cloves.
The man knows how to navigate his own stew, right? He's eating it.
The red pepper flakes. Like, what did that add?
It's gonna add spice. It might cut through the garlic because it's the heat. The heat transcends flavor. The potatoes should soak up the flavor. If the rabbit is still intact and the turnips are still intact, he's not gonna strain the stew if the base is still intact. The man's wild. Zach makes. If anybody knows how to get a hold of this fellow, you got an open platform here to come talk stew with us here on LolcowRewind.
I want to know about the stew.
We want to rewind this stew forever.
Okay, Huge Ass said, how is it not moldy? Because he keeps it constantly heated. It doesn't get cold. Like, he doesn't turn it off. It's like in like a heated box in his house that has like ventilation ready to go. It's a stew shrine. Yes, thank you, Fallen Out.
He's got a stew shrine. He keeps it hot and boiling every day. He strains it on occasion when the solids start to deteriorate. He strains it. But guys, there's literally 299 other stew videos. If you drop a $10 bill with a number between 1 and $2.99, we will time travel back to different parts of Stuthius. We'll show you Stuthius's history. LolcowRewind is stewing something new here in the LCU, or should I say LC Stew.
We could rewind stew all night.
We got this.
It can just be Stuthius if that's what the people call for.
We got this. Stick a Stuthius.
Yeah, everyone saying the rabbit would go bad is correct. He's getting to the point where I think the rabbit is going to fuck up the stew because he did a whole rabbit and he's only eating it in small bits here. He's gonna fuck this shit up.
Oh, we gotta go to number 24. Meek and Hers knows what's going on. Meek and Hers, by the way, Meek and Hers 24. And 150 after that for Huge Ass. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a stew going.
150.
We go
Stuthius Day 24. I could just look that up on YouTube and honestly it pulls up how good it is.
Yeah, no.
That's how many people are tapped into this stew right now.
No,
it's not just me and Billy.
I don't want you guys to get a culture shock. I'm pretty certain things are going to look way different at 24. He didn't have the same crock pot back then. Things were just different.
It's a tiny little crock pot. You guys are gonna see. You'll see how much he fucked this shit up in the beginning. Okay, he did not know what he was doing when he started this.
Glow Shine says, "Crazy coincidence. Guy just popped up on my timeline. His shit's popping off, dude.
I have literally been the day before this is the day I tapped into the stew. I remember seeing this shit and I was like, this guy's gonna be something on Instagram.
19. After 150, we're time traveling back to 19. Mamas the bomb knows. All right, let's check out day 24. I'll admit
this one is a wicked one.
Yeah. Oh,
look at the edge of the stew.
Yeah.
A wicked one.
I'll admit the stew does look a little bit more ominous than usual today, but let's go ahead and get ourselves a bowl and see how it tastes. I would say that this is an improvement on yesterday's. I cannot personally feel any texture differences in the onions, depending on how they were cut. Unfortunately, there are still no real distinct flavors to the stew right now, but that's hopefully what we are about to add in. I browned these chicken necks with a little bit of salt and some olive oil, so that takes care of our salt and fat for this dish.
I'm also throwing in these asparagus, not just the stalks,
We
but
were all
the
screaming
really
at
hard
him in the
base
comments for
that
this.
normally gets thrown out. I'm hoping that the extra long cook time can make it much more tender.
Interesting.
And I did not forget a lemon for a little bit of acid.
Not help.
Look at me learning.
No.
Just like the stew, I am always evolving. Thank you and goodbye.
Look at
The
me
frustrating
learning.
part was like at this point in time, all the comments were like spamming him like, you need potatoes. You need something to thicken this up. This shit is turning into water. What did he do? Just add more vegetables that will release water. Everybody was so mad, so pissed with this tournament, okay? I know the eras of this stew. I'm so tempted. I'm so glad we're doing this.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was number 24. Hugh Jass got us going to 150 now. Get your numbers in. $10. Put it on the back of a tenner.
Oh, I remember this one. Oh God.
Numbers
okay, this
1
was,
through
This was a
299.
rancid one.
Oh no.
One.
This is 150.
Just look at it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Okay.
He did not know what he was doing for the first 180 days to be so for real. He still really doesn't know what he's doing.
Still fucking around. Guy just put 300 cloves of garlic in his madman.
That made me so mad. Stuthius is going through too much.
First man crawled out of the slime and went to make his home on land. What he had for dinner that night was stew. I agree. This is why I have kept Stuthius, the perpetual stew, running for 150 days now. So let's get our bowl and see how everything turned out.
Welcome back to the shed. I took the liberty of trying to bake a loaf of sourdough to enjoy with day 150
Shit is
of the
burnt.
perpetual stew. It didn't go according to plan. All right. Moment of truth. Ta-da! You can see it's steaming. I didn't let it cool down for long enough. I didn't want to wait around to be disappointed, but let me see. Yeah, that sucks. That's not great. But hopefully it will taste all right. That wasn't even the best bite, but I think it was very flavorful. It was very nice. A very nice, deep, meaty flavor. Let me try one of the shiitakes.
Man.
I love the shiitake mushrooms in the stew. I think they have the best texture out of any of the ones that I've added. Maybe not portobello.
Look at the
but
oil
still
ring
quite
that
nice.
this stew is leaving at this period of time.
Yeah, there's...
He was just adding meat after meat for a minute.
There's some slick to
Keeping
that
in
stew.
mind that one of the main goals of the perpetual stew is to have low effort, delicious food on demand. I think that this bowl accomplishes all of those things. Did not put a lot of work into it. Flavor's great. I would give it at least a 9, all things considered.
He says this all the time. It's never less than 6.
The bread accompanying it is okay, but bread is bread.
And today's ingredients will
There you
be
go.
some green onions and
150.
roasted garlic cloves. I discovered this jar of baby okra that I'm extremely excited to try
shit.
out, since okra is already one of the favorite ingredients. I'm also adding in some more peewee potatoes, and as is tradition on a milestone birthday,
Never enough.
Stuthius may have a little bit of booze. As for the seasoning, I'm using the last of this herb blend, and to add a little bit of spice to the stew, some red pepper flakes. Thank you all for your support so far. I have some exciting things planned for the perpetual stew, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching.
Look at the aura
Goodbye.
on that stew.
When the first
that was a way to leave it.
Yeah,
oh
he
man. All
pours
right, day 19.
He put whiskey in for 300. That was some beer he poured in for 150. We're gonna get 19 pulled up from Mama's the Bomb. Meekenhurst 24 says he was not what I was picturing. When I seen him for the first time, I was like, I want report of the week.
Dude, I love report of the week. I
I want Report of the Week to pull up on the spot and try Stuthius with him. Because Report of the Week will give an outsider's perspective. Running on empty food reviews. We're here today with Stuthius.
She wanted day 119. She replied to her own chat.
Oh, she said 119? All right, that's smart. That's smart. Then we got Beastman with 6'7". If you guys want to see more of Stuthius, all you got to do is give a number between 1 and 299 on a $10 down, and we'll keep watching Stuthius. We don't give a fuck. Rewind is the Stew channel now.
Sorry, 119 is the first one that just didn't like immediately pull up. So let me do
all right.
By latest.
My disappointment is immeasurable. Wouldn't that be dope if Report of the Week showed up to Stuthius to try some stew? Can we not just make that happen? Can we like write a letter to the president and be like, make Report of the Week eat Stuthius, please?
All right, I got a good way to sort through the Stuthius videos now, even faster than before. We're good to go.
We're lightning speed.
And if you would like to pick a Stuthius video, throw us a little tenner and give us just a random number, and we'll
between 1 and $2.99.
1 and $2.99 because we already did 300 and 301. Oh, what the fuck is going on in Stuthius today?
There's some floaters in there.
Why did they look like pizza rolls with like mold on them?
It's probably the way he cut something, right? He probably diced some sweet potato or something in that shape.
Good call.
Stuthius, the perpetual stew, has a warm and cozy vibe to him today. However, I'm a little bit hesitant on the sweet potato hash leftovers that were put in, but I'm confident in the other ingredients, so let's get our bowl and see how everything turned out today. And this is a very unique stew. Between the squash and the sweet potato, there is a little bit of sweetness to it, but with nice meaty flavor from the stew meat and a small kick at the end from the pickled jalapenos. The sweet potato hash is absolutely
the one with health issues. That's crazy, and 267 if no one picked the number.
We got 6'7".
267. Now I gotta say something, Bill Hill. Maybe we can get him to put a gas station burrito into Stuthius. That'll settle him down.
We gotta hit him up. We gotta get on it.
Evan's asking, Billy, do you think Report of the Week is a pleasure dom like Kalo? I would believe Report of the Week is more of a pleasure dom than Kalo. I feel like Report of the Week. So? I feel like he would walk in, he would have his big ass fork, and he'd be like, all right, sit down. You're not going to ruin my evening. And just poke right at her cooter. You like that? You like that?
Like the pointy side?
Yep. And she'd be like, oh, running on empty food reviews. I'm having so much pleasure. It's probably what he would do. Probably.
What do you know?
I know too much.
Spending with them.
I know too much.
All right, let's finish out day 119.
But as long as it does not totally disintegrate in the next day or two, I'm going to go ahead and say this was a positive addition. The flavor it added to the broth was great. I would give today's stew a 7 out of 10. To add a little bit more texture to the stew, I'm going to add in these beets. When I've added beets before, I didn't notice any extreme flavor changes, so I'm confident in adding the whole can. And instead of barley today, I'm going to opt for black lentils. I am finding that I do like to have one good grain in the stew. Finally, to improve the flavors, just some black garlic and salt. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I got the phantom fucking TTS going again.
Sorry.
It started in the middle of Stuthius, and I was like, oh my god, is it? And I was like, nope, it's the one that just read. What is happening? Okay. What's the next one I'm pulling up? Is it 6'7"?
6'7" from Beastman, yeah.
6'7".
Javea says, Billy, if you're interested in bus, you should tell the ladies. They think you don't want to drive the bus. I should talk to my girls. I'll go in their voice chat after Gold tonight.
Sorry, a bunch like opened on a new tab. I was like, holy shit, I got 4 Stuthius playing in my ear.
We're getting overwhelmed by Stuthius videos. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 67 of Perpetual
This was
Stew.
my favorite crock pot that he had, in
Really?
my opinion.
It's a good, nice looking crock pot.
And it had like the temperature stuff on the front so we could really keep track of what he was doing with things. This was the best one he had, like the best framing and everything.
Do these things just blow out from being going 24 hours a day? Is that what happens? Or?
Yeah, I don't think crock pots are meant to run that long. And then also, I don't know, sometimes it'll just be like some random shit. Like I'm sure if his power goes out at any point, he might just fry the crock pot and he's got to start over.
Oh, he cannot lose power. He needs a generator for Stuthius.
Facts. Oh my god, imagine if he like gets like a hurricane or something, like a natural disaster. What will happen to Stuthius? What will we do? Someone will have to take him in. All right, let's see day 6, 7.
I believe I have redeemed myself for the day 30 incident with the entire bottle of wine. I think I have finally gotten a pretty good handle on the correct amount of wine to add to the stew. I was pretty scared this morning opening it up. The smell is very pronounced, but the flavor was pretty nice and mild. You could tell that there was a clear effect, but you could taste more than just the wine. Unfortunately, I can't taste the Parmesan. I think I should have broken that rind up into smaller chunks. I'm worried it's all melted to the
this was
bottom
the
and
red era of the stew.
Also, the Calabrese strips have a pretty awful texture, but I do think they added some nice flavor to the broth. The sausages held up somewhat better, but as a whole, I think I'm going to lean away from the deli meats, unless it's for the sake of experimentation. Overall, though, I do really think that the peppers, the pepperoncinis, and the wine helped to really salvage the flavor. I would give it a 6 out of 10. Breaking away from the Italian ingredients, today's ingredients will be lentils. I haven't had these in the stew yet. I don't remember having them before. I'm very excited to see how this works out.
The first time of lentils.
Some red bell peppers and sliced mushrooms. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye. I believe I have redeemed myself for the day.
All right. Pretty simple. 6, 7. Added some mushrooms, some lentils for the first time. The introduction of lentils in the stew is kind of a big deal. Lentils are a top quality soup grain.
Yeah, whenever he adds lentils, I feel like it definitely helps the stew. That and potatoes are the 2 best ingredients to, help out Stuthius when he's going through it. They suck up whatever fucked up flavors he put in there.
Lentils aren't a grain, are they? Are they legumes? What are lentils?
I think they're a legume.
It might be a legume.
Lentil?
Yeah. There's a self-perpetuating infinite stew. Now that's
lentils
brilliant.
Are indeed legumes, specifically belonging to the family of plants that produce edible seeds in pods.
Okay, yeah, I fucked up saying grain. I knew after I said it, I was like, oh, people are gonna call me out on this. I'm gonna get dragged.
You fake lentil lover.
I was like, I'm never gonna hear the end of this on the detractor channels.
They're gonna be like, yeah, Billy, he doesn't know shit about lentils. He's definitely not actually on that keto diet.
He thinks lentils are grains. He doesn't know what a fucking legume is. He probably thinks peanuts are actually peas or nuts. They're neither. You gotta get that swallowed in, say. You got this.
I'm getting it. I was working through it. I was like, I want you to spit
Good
this today. You won't
job.
get me today.
Good job. Tina D, how you doing? We're watching Stew on LolcowRewind, Tina. Perpetual Stew. We're on day 267 of the Perpetual Stew. If you guys want to drop a tenner, pick a number between 1 and 299. We'll watch a whole other day of the history of Stuthius, the Perpetual Stew.
We have a beautiful canopy of peas that have floated to the top of the Perpetual Stew. I think a good mix of ingredients that float and those that sink are vital to having a proper bowl. And today's bowl is fantastic. The potatoes, peas, and peppers are a little softer than what would be ideal, but the meat is falling apart. The beach mushrooms have held up fantastically and absorbed a lot of the great flavor that is in the broth. And overall, the broth has been thickened up a little bit by the red bean rajma and contains the perfect amount of fat from the prime ribs.
101.
I'd say that it is easily a 7, maybe not quite a 7.5, but this is the first time in a while that I've gone back for 2 bowls in one day.
Damn, okay.
I did give it a quick strain since most of the old ingredients were gone anyways, and I will be adding in the bone-in pork chops.
What?
Pork is usually a bit tougher than I like it, but it breaks down pretty nicely within the stew. I also have this mirepoix blend. I think it's been quite some time since all of these ingredients were added in together.
Yeah, I love a good
Finally,
mirepoix.
I really wanted to try this oyster sauce since most fish overcook very easily. I'm interested to see how this turns out.
Huh.
Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
Zay. Zay. He keeps rating his stew highly, but I gotta say this. How many times have you made a stew or a soup and it didn't taste decent, right? Like,
I guess that is a good point.
Kind of hard
It's
to fuck up.
Stew.
You gotta be a real dumbass.
But some of these stews just look so whack. Like peas in a stew. Like, what's up with that, man?
Well, I mean,
other than that, that was a decent one. That looked pretty good. I was not like one of the the meat looked good in that. You know, tender, nice.
Yeah, it's prime rib. You don't fuck with peas in a stew?
We're in a fucked up era of the stew. We're in a bad era of the stew. I'm sorry, you guys. There was an era where he added placenta to the stew, and you guys are just so happy
I feel like this is a trial in the sense that every other show relies. I'm here for it. Did we look at day 1 yet? If so, pick a number, please.
We actually haven't done day 1 yet, Operator 42, so thank you for that.
Smart. Meek and Hers, we got episode 101 coming up. Our review. And Michael DiVincenzo says, this is actually more entertaining than the other shows. We are revolutionizing Lolcow Universe. It's the Stooniverse now.
We're just going to start rewinding shit we want. Fuck it. Me and Billy both found out we're Stu fans. This is what we're doing today.
It's a stupendous episode of LolcowRewind.
Tap in, baby.
Hey, and if there's any other hosts watching right now that are Stu enthusiasts and want to jump up, one at a time, please. Don't all jump up at once. Zay and I are Stu enthusiasts.
Feel free to join the Stu crew, you know, if you're loving. Shout out, by the way, this guy's channel is Zach Makes on YouTube.
Yeah, ZAQ. This is gross. This is fucked.
Yeah, this is a fucked up era of the Stu, guys.
The audience,
I'm sorry.
The audience asked him to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a victim of the internet. Damn it.
Dude, they had been spamming placenta since like day 60 or something like that. And then he finally just did it. Well, let's see.
Placentophagy is the act of consuming the placenta after childbirth.
Peas and stew is common.
I was unable
to... Canyon is one of them.
He got the pills.
Number 69.
Beef bourguignon. Number 69. 69.
Yeah, peas and stew, pea soup. Like, have you ever had split pea soup?
Yeah, split pea soup, I'm not a fan. I don't like peas. I'm just a pea hater. Like, my favorite food is tuna noodle casserole, and I prefer that shit with no peas.
I'm a young thug that's traveled down I-5, and I stop in California, a town called Slovane, for Pea Soup Andersons. They specialize in Danish pea soup. It's a quality bowl of soup. I'm not even sure if they're still open. They were owned and operated for damn near a century. They closed down for a while last year, but...
Maybe I've been looking in the wrong spots. Like, maybe I haven't had a good one.
If you're ever outside,
you,
Gav coming through episode 93. We're coming through in 69 from Megan Rowland. Peas and stew is common. But yeah, split pea soup. Pea Soup Anderson. Classic pea soup. It's right outside of Disneyland. If you're ever on your way to Anaheim, shortly before you get there, down I-5, coming up from the north, worth a stop.
The stew stop. Or split pea soup stop.
For real.
All right.
All right, so there's more placenta pills. Fuck.
To procure a fresh one, so these capsule placentas will have to do. As odd of a choice as this is, a huge amount of my TikTok comments have been requesting it, and I will listen to the will of the people.
No.
And it's a miracle. It turns out placenta is the secret ingredient.
Oh, God.
Today's stew is a 12 out of 10.
This fucking
In
magic.
all seriousness, though...
Excellent. Tomorrow, Rewind cooking with Jack's chicken. Zay picks the number.
I think it's over. Okay, 2 played at once.
Radar boy, that's wild. Stew wine is the future. Tomorrow, Rewind cooking with Jack's chicken. Zay picks the number. So you got to pick a number after we go to episode, is it 1, right? Is that next? Or
we got 1, then we got 69, then we got 93, and then we're going to go to episode 42 for my pick.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I stirred in the capsules. The gelatin dissolved. I don't think it thickened the stew, and I cannot taste any discernible flavor differences. It may have just made the texture slightly grittier. The good news, though, is that there isn't a huge difference in the flavor from yesterday. Things are getting a bit mushier. I'd probably give this a 9.5, but that does mean I'm going to keep the 10 out of 10 rating for day 100. Today, I'm going to add in pork tenderloin, these king oyster mushrooms, and some peas, which somehow I don't think we've ever added before. And now there is all this powder in the crock pot. I think we are coming up on the time for Stuthius's first bath in the next day or two. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
That was a momentous time when Stuthius got his first bath.
He needed a bath. They just put fucking placenta pills in there. Oh my goodness.
Okay, next up is day... Which one did I say it was? It's...
Day 1, right? Yeah, we're hopping back to day 1 thanks to Operator 42.
Back to the beginning.
Day 1 of Stuthius, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen today's stew.
I guess now we may have to take audio help from Nightmare and Phantom now, lol.
Yo, my audio was fucked today. I couldn't even, my audio was not, there was nothing. And I reset that shit like 4 times on, like, it was so fucked. I had to have Tech Protect come run OBS for me on glass. It was fucked.
Here's day 1 of the stew.
Day 1 of stew.
Hello, welcome to day 1 of my perpetual stew. If you don't know what this is a soup that you keep hot 24/7, and as you eat more and more of it, you add in kitchen scraps, leftovers, and a little bit of water.
I think that tiny crock pot was going to do it.
And over time, it develops very rich flavors. This weird environment that I have my soup in is a 3D printing enclosure. It is fire resistant, and it can pump the air out of the window so my house does not always smell like soup. I'm starting off today with just a mirepoix blend, so carrots, onions, celery, and I hope this will be a good base for whatever else I add into it. I'm going to post updates at hopefully at least every other day to continuously monitor the flavor and to see which ingredients do best in a soup like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, day 1.
So OG, he had the cap cut on that shit.
Get the cap cut, just put it in a little crock pot and had a mirepoix, very basic. To think it all started somewhere. It's like a baby stew. A little baby. That was day 1. We're going to get into day 69 now. From Megan Rowland coming through. Day 69. Oh, God.
Day 69, Stew Crew. It's a nice day for the soup, and the bowl looks fantastic. I'm pretty happy with it overall. It's very basic, but I think we hit like the core components of what you would want in a stew. We have a protein, we have a carb, and we have some vegetables in there. Nothing outstanding, but everything in it is pretty good. I would give it a 7 out of 10 pretty easily. Today we have some oysters that were canned with habanero. This is the first seafood to go into the stew. I'm both excited and pretty nervous. The smell especially I'm quite concerned about. But in addition to the oysters, we have some sausages, classic chicken Italian sausage, and we are going to also throw in a little bit of tomatoes and garlic. Again, I'm worrying about the smell. We're going to toss in 1 bay leaf as well. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I used to watch
about the smell like 4 times. It's
fucking
so
oysters,
funny.
canned oysters in a basically what is a potpourri pot. Fuck, that's
was living on the edge in the beginning. I can't lie.
That's worrisome. 18 Miss Mechanical says, what host would taste the best, survive the most rounds of the stew? What do you mean taste the best? Like if you cook them?
I'm not gonna say who would taste the best if you cook them, because that just sounds crazy. But who do I think would enjoy eating this stew the most? Boogie. Boogie would love this stew.
Boogie would eat this. You can poop in it. Boogie like, give me a bowl. Give me a fucking bowl. I'll fucking eat it.
Yeah, we should change the title of this episode when we're done to Stew Wind, because I think that's gonna be the whole episode. The people love the stew.
I mean, at this point, I think fuck this episode. This is Lolcow Stew.
We've become the people of the stew.
We're gonna
Stew
create.
Crew, let's ride.
We're gonna create a perpetual circuit, a stew circuit. And it's going to be every host making a 24/7 stew on the 24/7 stew circuit.
Every average for this guy is a 7. Man is proving my point. Hashtag no 7s. Except in this case, give me a number 7.
Good point, Gaff. You know what? I actually am agreeing. He is proving your point about everyone just giving 7 as an average.
It's true.
Please look up a picture of Muradem and tell me he doesn't look like the Turkish version of this man. Smiley face emoji. Smiley face emoji. Also 219.
I'm looking up a picture of that guy really quickly. Oh my god.
Meek and hers. We're getting that Murat Erdem picture up.
Oh my god, Billy. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
It's
Billy.
the GIF on the side. It's the fucking GIF on the side. That gets me.
That's why I had to include it. I was like,
You can tell Murat's he's got a perpetual stew locked up in his basement.
This guy's a Lolcow I'm gonna need to look into later. I don't know who this guy is, but that GIF is sending me.
He's the one person continually spamming, put placenta in the stew. Put placenta in the stew.
Dying. Okay, let's see what's cooking up on day 93 of the stew.
Ooh, day 93. Let's go.
Stew imaginable today. You'll be able to see in just a few moments that each spoonful has a solid layer of oil sitting on top of it. Stew was already quite rich from the pancetta, and I really underestimated the amount of fat present in the ham hock. And although the cut of meat itself is great, it itself is fatty and salty, which brings us to our next issue. The gardenia mix, when I added it in, I knew I wanted to add some salt to the stew, and I was hoping that the vinegar would break down in time for the next bowl. As far as I can tell, the vinegar did break down, but the salt from the brine and the salt from the ham hock, which I didn't account for, unfortunately makes this a fairly unenjoyable bowl.
Oh no!
While I still do believe in the ham hock and will use it again in the future, I think today is a 5 out of 10.
Whoa!
But I think that we will recover very quickly. I think you could fix the stew right now by pouring off the top layer of oil and broth.
Oh god!
And filling it up with some water. I'm going to sit with the
rancid.
consequences of my actions as a learning experience, but I have faith in the ham hocks.
What the
fuck? First edition is going to be this cornstarch slurry. I'm hoping that it emulsifies with the oil, thickens the broth, and maybe helps take care of the salinity. Next is an all-time classic, garlic. And to bring just an extra level of heat and flavor into the stew, we are throwing in these Thai peppers. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
this guy that he fucked that stew up on day 93.
I like how he said it was rather unenjoyable and still gave it a 5.
Yeah, what? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't rate it anything lower than that. Okay, this one's my pick, and we're going to day 42. Let me grab this, baby. If you guys want to join the stew crew, drop a deuce. All right.
I'm just messaging Tina D. Tina D, I hope you're having a wonderful night. She sent me a delicious food pic, and now I'm trying to decide whether I like stew or cake. I want cake. Give me cake.
I just, S1K, he was like, you want Burger King? And I was like, he just gave me one of those chocolate pies. I got one of them coming.
Oh, yeah. Elephant says, stew crew. Radar Boy says, weekend stream to make a stew. Donos to add ingredients. LOL. Look, Zay and I could make a mirror stew this weekend. I don't think we could do perpetual stew, but we could have a stew. We could have a stew.
We could have a stew off this weekend. If we get like 100 members, we'll do a stew off.
What if we made a mirror stew? Our stew was exactly the same.
Yeah, that's the plan. Like, we're trying to do like the exact same ingredients, and then we like do a taste test, and we'll figure out like, you know, who's made the better stew.
You got Trader Joe's next to you?
I do have a Trader Joe's, yes.
They got pretty uniform shit. Like if we bought everything at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I got Trader Joe's, Walmart, Aldi, Costco, all that good shit. Wendy's chili does sound good right now, the end user. Ugh.
TND says, tomorrow is birthday? She got coconut cake.
Tomorrow's
it looks
her birthday.
So good. Yeah, she sent me a picture of her birthday cake. I didn't know she was trying to let everybody know, but this shit looks so fucking good. It's coconut cake. I was looking at it and I was like,
is it the damn. She mentioned earlier in Glass that she was like getting a cake delivery, I think from like her sister or something. It's supposed to be like a fancy one. Is that the fancy cake, Tina?
I'm looking at it right now. Every slice is like separately sliced and encased in a perfect little like wax paper thing, so it doesn't get sticky and stuck together. Little fucking whipped cream. It looks like Chantilly, like just lace. It's so white and scrumptious. I want to buy it.
There's this place. It's in a few different states. I'm not sure if there's one at all near you, but if any of you guys in the chat have something called the Cake Bake Shop near you, kind of expensive, but their raspberry champagne cake will actually change your life. It is so fucking if you don't like raspberry, you will still like this cake. It is like godly.
Is that a Disney thing? Because I'm getting.
They have one at Disney Springs, but I went to the one that was in Indiana when I went to go for my sister's birthday. That's like one of the we got her 2 birthday cakes. That's where one of them was from, and then the other one was from some like shop that did like a Dungeons and Dragons cake, which was really cool.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. We have a bake shop, but not a cake bake shop. The Fork.
Damn it! It's so good. All right, let's check out day 42 of the stew.
Let's go.
We are back to a nice, rich, dark color, although you can definitely see the yellow from the turmeric. The last time I added turmeric, I didn't add enough and I couldn't taste it, but now visually I'm a little concerned that I added a bit too much in it, but let's see how it tastes. Yeah. It's definitely on the tartar side of things. I'm not quite sure where that acid is coming from.
He just threw the bone
Most
back
likely
in.
The Stuthius stock jars that were added in. I'm still not able to say for certain whether or not I am tasting the turmeric, although I really do enjoy the big cloves of garlic. I do not have an immersion blender yet, so I'm going to have to strain out the solids soon. Since I'm doing that probably later today, I want to try out kimchi.
He gets one later.
I have very high hopes for the kimchi, although it is something I should probably be adding just straight into the bowl. I am losing out on a lot of the probiotic benefits by putting it directly into the stew to simmer. But I do love the flavor. I don't have to do anything to prepare it myself, and it will keep longer than any other vegetable. Come back tomorrow to see how it tastes. Thank you.
Yeah, that kimchi's
barely
gonna lose
anything.
It's gonna lose all its magic if you cook it.
Facts.
I love
Okay, what's
I love some kimchi.
Okay, next number up is... Okay, Loki Bear didn't give a number, so we got Gaff with the 7.
Gaff with the 7. Let's go way back in time. The earliest we've gone is 1, but before that, I think the earliest we went was what, 24?
24.
So this is like the end of beginning of week 2, maybe end of week 1.
Yeah,
about
this
a week
is the
into
first
the stew.
week of the stew.
Oh, that's already
What
pretty
the
dark,
fuck
bro.
is that? What is that contraption behind the stew? This was before my time with the stew.
Day 7 of the perpetual stew. It has now been simmering for an entire week. The bowl that I ate last night had some really rich flavors to it, although it did primarily taste of black beans. The Thai peppers I added, even though I didn't put in
The amount of cat
too
hairs
many of
on
them,
this crock pot are sending me.
gave it a really nice spice level that I really enjoyed. Today, to add a little bit of sweetness and acidity, I am going to put in these halved cherry tomatoes. I think this will really balance it out. I'm going to throw in a little bit more salt. And a good amount more of garlic powder.
Holy shit!
Well, he put
I'll
300
let you know
cloves.
how it all tastes. I have
facts.
very
He
high
loves some
hopes for
garlic.
it. And I am excited that we have hit our first milestone.
The milestone 1 week. Dude, at
Day
1 year.
7 of the perpetual.
At 1
Yeah,
year.
1 year, we gotta celebrate.
Come on. Come on. He's damn
We
near
gotta do an extra special stew wine for that.
2 months away. Is it going to be is the 1 year going to be on 420? Is dude stoned out? Can't
Did
tell.
he start this on 420? That would be crazy.
Nah, I don't think it'll be 420. I think it'll be like 425, 426.
Oh,
I
damn.
can't do the
Okay.
math correctly.
Oh, he's got some fancy shit going on day 219. Okay,
Okay.
perpetual stew bingo.
Meek and Hertz, Gaff Garen brought us number 7. Meek and Hertz bring us 219. This is the last we have queued up. If you want to queue up a video between 1 and 299, one's been taken. So between 2 and 299, with the exception of a few videos. We've been watching Stuthius for like the last 45, 50 minutes, and we don't give a fuck. We're Lolcow
We could spend
Stew
this
Wine.
entire episode watching Stuthius if that's what you want. But if this is the last, I think this is the last one we have for now.
Yeah.
If this is the last one y'all want, we'll get to rewind after this.
Welcome to the first perpetual bingo stew episode. I want to do the ingredient rolling before we start with today's update, since I have kept you all waiting long enough. So without further ado, let's get rolling. Ugh! I know what that one is. I remember it. I remember not wanting to put it on the list.
Oh.
B1. Crunchwrap Supreme.
Fuck.
But I-21 is white mushrooms. N34 is habaneros.
Fuck.
G46, onion. Okay. And then O64, peanut butter. Here's the list to ensure I am not cheating.
Oh, God.
But let's get on with our update.
And to those of you who predicted that the mashed potatoes were going to be a problem, you were absolutely correct. Luckily, I don't see any gross curdling, but the texture that they've imparted is absolutely atrocious. This is the grittiest the stew has been since the failed egg wash.
Oh,
Also,
no.
this sweet potato that was supposed to be sturdier than a yam is complete mush alongside the potatoes. I barely remember what the flavor was because I was so distracted by the texture, but there were no outstanding flavors.
That doesn't
So
look
I think
good.
I'm going to give today a
Whoa!
3 out of 10.
Whoa!
Potatoes were concentrated
Whoa!
down at the bottom.
Whoa!
I think this could be more workable, but they've dispersed Here
3
I am
out of
adding
10.
in the ingredients,
Mashed potatoes
except
committed
for the
crimes
crunch
to
wrap.
Stuthis.
I will either add it into
gotta
the
see
bowl,
220.
or I will add it in
Achutuma.
slightly before eating. There's just too many ingredients in it that will turn the stew inedible, basically. Between the lettuce, cheese, and the sour cream,
Oh, God.
and likely the tortilla, adding it now would be playing with fire. But come back tomorrow to see the Crunchwrap Bingo stew. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
All right, now we got to see 220.
All right.
Thank God. I really wanted to see 220. Thank you, Thurma
Thuma.
Erman. Let's see what happens.
Thuma Erman pulled us out of that cliffhanger. He's about to put a
Thank
fucking
you.
crunch wrap in his Stuthis. This is
Dude,
wild.
I was gonna die if I couldn't see what happened with this crunch wrap. I was like not around for this era.
I was about to
apparently.
pull it up on my phone and be like, I gotta go to the bathroom and just watch it off to the side.
We can't just not see what happened with.
I
this
know,
thing,
right?
Thuma.
Oh, God.
Okay. The
Oh,
Crunchwrap
God.
Supreme has arrived. Here, let me turn the CC off because he does his own.
The Crunchwrap Supreme has arrived to the Perpetual Stew. I think the
He
best
just
way
poured
to
it
do
over
this
it.
is
Yeah.
to collect some of the broth and then immersion blend the Crunchwrap.
Oh, God.
I then went back to add a ladle or two of Stuthius so that the crockpot ingredients could stay whole. All right, I hope you can all see the bowl. I hope this is acceptable.
Oh.
He's so disappointed.
Yesterday was a
looks like
fucking
what they
3.
feed you in Arkham.
Yeah. You got slop right there, Papa.
This is why
This
the
might be
Joker
the last
went mad,
Bingo
bro.
Stew episode. Spent the last half hour psyching myself up for this.
He's so,
Or psyching myself out.
so disappointed.
Does it get lower than a 3? Oh, God.
Ew.
Oh, no.
That's not as bad as I was thinking. I thought I was going to vomit. How does it taste so much like peanut butter is the real question. I only put a spoonful in there.
It's a lot of peanut, a lot of oil.
It tastes like a Crunchwrap Supreme slathered in peanut butter. But the habanero heat really hits the back of your throat, too. Let's go for a second bite. Let's see if we can find anything solid in here. Mushroom.
This is your favorite day.
Oh, God.
That's unpleasant. That's not pleasant at all. It's not vomit-inducing. Although I think if I had to take 2-3 more bites, it might be. It might get there. I think today I'm going to have to give it a 2 out of 10. I think the 1 out of 10 is vomit first bite. And I think I need to get a job. Despite that debacle, I don't think what's in the crock pot is actually a bad base. So I'm going to keep things as basic and surefire as possible. I will be adding in some beef stew meat, garlic, and some pho broth concentrate. I'm actually quite hopeful for tomorrow. Finally, I'm going to top off the fluids. Thank you all for watching our first ever Bingo Stew. Goodbye.
I don't think he ever did one again, to be real.
Yeah, that was
I don't
fucked.
think he ever hit that shit again. That made him almost quit the entire internet. He's like, I think I need to get a job.
Well,
he's like, I can't do more of
yeah.
this stew in this condition.
At least now we know where the baseline is. Emulsified Crunchwrap Supreme is a 2, and if he vomits off first bite, that's a 1. So now we know why an unenjoyable bowl still got a 5, because it was nowhere near vomit inducing.
Facts. You know, he couldn't get any. I don't think he could get worse than an emulsified Crunchwrap Supreme. Like, what could possibly be worse than that?
Man's put a bunch of placenta pills in the damn stew and was like, that's good.
You know, good point. Well, at the moment, guys, that is the last stew video we have queued up. If you want us to watch any more stew videos, throw a random number between 2 and $2.99 on the back of a $10 bill, and we'll pull up some Stuthius for you.
If you happen to put a number in that we've already played, we'll just play the next number up from it that hasn't been played yet. That's
Facts.
the only way. It's the best way.
Yeah, see what happens from it.
Zay, we might have let this stew simmer too long.
The stew crew is stewed out, huh? They said, is that Cobb's cousin?
I feel like he's report of the week, running on empty, food reviews cousin. The guy, like those two guys, having a little snack, having a little soup together would make my day.
Yeah. You want to see Albert getting waxed today?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So first he waxes his eyebrows, but he kind of fails at it. So then Tina comes and waxes them for him, and then he makes new eyebrows out of mustard. All right, let me get this queued up and ready to go for you.
The mustard eyebrows are probably going to catch on. I think Albert's a trendsetter.
Yeah, you know, he's just starting a new era for all the people in the LSU. We got to get ketchup eyebrows. We got to get relish eyebrows, mayonnaise eyebrows.
I'm imagining
if you
him.
haven't shaved off your eyebrows and put a condiment on, you're late to the game.
I'm imagining Albert without eyebrows now, and I'm actually getting sad.
Well, let's see what he attempts, because Tina has to come in and save his ass.
Are you ready?
I'm not proud.
Should I count down? Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh God!
No, you didn't do it right.
Yes. What do you mean?
Rip the rest. Rip it
But
off.
this dude hasn't had a solid bowel movement since he started these videos. I can only imagine the smells of his aftermath, and Billy can pick the next number.
Hell yeah!
You don't think he's had a solid bowel movement? I feel like there's a lot of fiber in that stew. We will pick 250.
250. All right,
Stew
we'll finish
50.
the Albert waxing, and then we'll go to Stew 50.
Rip it like a band-aid.
I'm trying. Hold on.
You might have to replace that.
No, I don't have to replace that, Pesci. It's bald right here.
Tina! We need somebody to do it that with some strength.
I can do it. Hold on.
Mama!
Bro.
I got you. I got you. It's
No,
bald.
got it.
Once I
He
clean it
got
off,
it.
you'll see.
It's because he left it on longer than he was supposed to.
Oh no!
Just this part. I got to get it. Hold on. God damn it.
That part you got to get. Look at his finger.
All right.
Hold
All right,
don't-
that was the first clip. Let's show when Tina comes up.
That don't look comfortable. Would you put Albert's eyebrows in your stew?
I feel like I wouldn't, but the Stuthiest guy might.
In Zay stewed?
Zay student is crazy. All right, let's show Tina coming in and saving the day.
Dude, yes.
All right,
Here we
come
go.
Just rip it the fuck off. This way.
Here's my suggestion for bus, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Here's my suggestion. I'm not getting a chair.
All right, just
Move your
rip.
headphones.
Just rip. No, other way. All right, let me take off the headphones.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Oh.
Thank you, Tina. That was great.
Damn.
Dude, Albert, you're a hero for that. Dude, holy
Mark.
shit.
You know why I like
All right,
Pesci
now-
on gay?
Hmm.
Because he's not gay, right? He says he didn't even hug his
Hey,
dad, so he wouldn't even get his ears pierced. But he dresses like a fucking like
Flamboyantly?
yeah, he's a flamboyant dresser. He's always dressed very well. He dresses like a gay. We got number 63 coming
Number
next too from
63.
Michael DiVincenzo.
That quadruple played. Holy shit.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay.
I can't hear it at all on my end, so I don't even know what's going down.
It just will randomly play for me in the middle of clips, and I'm just acting like it doesn't faze me anymore. All right, let's see these mustard eyebrows so we can get back to our stew. I know Stew Crew is pining for more stew now.
Great.
Let me big screen this.
Pesci, cancel. Pesci,
Oh, wait,
cancel
we got
the
another
poll.
one in. I'm nothing special.
He does a mustard unibrow.
They didn't say where they want him. How did he scam?
Guys,
They didn't
listen
say
to me.
They didn't say where they wanted it. I guess we'll pick. I'll pick where.
What do you mean a
wax goes.
scam?
Beg no pardon, shut the fuck up. The last time someone ate ball hair, it got the stream removed and it got the host all in fucking trouble because Iceman did that shit in a fucking milkshake. And what happened to Nightmare? What happened to Billy? They got
Yeah, we're not
fucking
doing
suspended.
that. We already said we're not doing it. I already said I was just kidding.
Wait,
no ball
He
hair.
just got that shit in his eye. But yeah, those are the mustard eyebrows.
Mustard!
We gotta go to our man Stuthius.
His brow looking like a delicious Costco hot dog, $1.50. Got a nice yellow stripe across it.
$2.50.
I want $2.50.
Wait. He did do another stew bingo on day 249.
Oh,
Would you rather
shit.
do day 249 and then maybe someone will give, I don't know. Would you rather do 250 and see the result of the bingo?
Let's go to 249. Let's do a switch up. Then we'll do 63.
I thought he'd never do it again. That's crazy. The second ever bingo. Oh my God. How oh my God. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I love this too much. I love this fucking stew guy. Zach makes. Come on, Local Rewind.
Yeah, please.
Talk to us about
We'd
your
love
stew.
to have a
Please,
stew
man.
convo with you, Zach.
Facts.
Welcome to the second ever Bingo Stew. I hope to make this a sort of monthly thing. And starting next week, we will be pulling follower suggestions out of a hat. But for now, let's get started with the rolling. Alrighty, so what we have...
221. Did it get fixed? Did he bounce back from the crunch wrap
These
spoon?
are the stews of our lives.
Yeah, literally, we need to know what happened after. That's how invested we got around the crunch wraps and premiere. We need to know, did he save it? Good point. Did the beef stew meat save it? Hopefully. But we'll check that here in a second. We got 63 in between that.
Let's go. We're time traveling through Stuthius.
The Stuthius eras.
Here is what we rolled. It is B6 tri-tip, off to a much better start than last time. I-19 baby corn.
Okay.
This is approaching something edible. Let's see if our luck holds up. We have N33 carrots.
Okay.
Not my personal favorite, but not bad. G46 hatch peppers. And O63. I left this row to be sort of the wild cards, so let's go and check. Carolina Reaper. Here is the...
Boy, you gonna burn your ass.
Verify that I'm not lying.
Oh, he had crickets on there?
As for today's bowl, it
I saw
has
crickets at the
undergone a transformation into something that if you were starving on a deserted island, you might refer to it as something approaching pleasant, which is to say it still tastes kind of terrible, but that is a very large step up from the previous 2 days. The chicken tortilla soup has done wonders and is currently the predominant flavor. Everything else is kind of mushy and terrible. I know I didn't use the finger limes correctly. I just wanted to avoid throwing them into the garbage. I would give it a 4 out of 10 though, but it definitely needs a mesh straining. And now for the bingo ingredients. This is the Santa Maria tri-tip from Trader Joe's. So it has been marinating. I hope that is enough to
That's gonna make it oily as shit,
stew's
though.
flavor. Here are the 3 more basic ingredients.
Number 250,
The
it's Carolina Reaper time.
carrots,
Hell yeah,
and
Thuma.
the hatch peppers. I was a bit distraught to see 2 different peppers, but I think any extra capsaicin from these is really just going to be a drop in the bucket compared to this Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, the green chilies are nothing.
Start to mold.
They're nothing
so
compared
I
to
did,
a Carolina
unfortunately, have
Reaper.
to chop off the stem, which will let it fully release a lot of its heat. Come back tomorrow to see if I've made it. I'm a bit distressed since my eyes are stinging just looking at the thing. Thank you all for watching.
Dude, that's gonna fuck him up.
Not only was it a Carolina Reaper, he said it had a moldy top that he had to cut off.
He had to cut the moldy stem off the Reaper.
I'm concerned. All right, day 63. Let's go see what's popping.
Moldy Reapers in the stew. What the fuck? Whew. All right.
63 so far done.
We're going to 63. Michael DiVincenzo.
Right,
This is back in the first 100 iterations, the first 100 days. Kind of an
this
early
one looks
start.
a little bit suspicious. It was the nice crock pot, but like the I don't know what's popping in this stew. It's looking a little odd today.
Oh, that looks like sludge.
Yeah, we got a sludgy stew day.
Stuthius V has ascended to the council to oversee Stuthius VI so that he may become Stuthius VII, 8th, possibly the 9th, although arguably they are all the same Stuthius.
Yes.
Regardless, the soup today is admittedly slightly thin. However, I am really liking the level of heat that comes with it.
What are the
I do think we could push this up to 3, maybe 4 jalapenos. And while I've heard that squash can help to thicken the stew, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the slimy texture it takes on.
He's slopping all over the
I don't
table.
actually know if it has thickened the stew or not. The pork chop is still a little tough.
So much.
Overall, I would give it a 6 out of 10 today. I'm pretty excited for today's additions. I don't think I've ever had Heart of Palm before,
I
so I'm
remember
excited
this
to see
one.
how it turns out. I'm also going
remember
to
how
be
it turns
adding
out. It
in
was
some of
pretty
my
good.
favorites, parsnips and garlic. The Heart
Love
of Palm
some
smelled
garlic.
pretty sweet, and as a countermeasure, I'm going to add in a little bit of balsamic vinegar for some acidity to cut through that. Thank you. Goodbye. Stuthius the
Stuthius V. All right, now let's go to day. What's the next one up?
Day
221.
63 of the Stuthius saga was a 6 out of 10. Not too bad. Now we're going to 221 thanks to Gaff Garian. Thank you, Michael DiVincenzo, for number 63. Gaff Garian needs to know how it bounced back after the Crunchwrap Supreme. That's a great question.
Yeah.
This, if you guys don't know,
Following the Crunchwrap Supreme incident.
earlier we had the Crunchwrap Supreme emulsified and put into the stew, to which he said was a 2 out of 10, right? He
That
said
was the worst rating we've seen so
the
far.
lowest
on this
rating
stew.
of all, and this is day 221. Did he bounce back?
What is this suspicious floating yellow? What the fuck is going on today? This stew did not bounce back. I don't think it did. This looks terrible.
Yeah.
I think it's fucked.
Following the Crunchwrap incident yesterday, I can say I am very much looking forward to a simple and straightforward bowl of stew.
That don't look
Tragically,
simple or
though,
straightforward.
I forgot that this crock pot contains habaneros and peanut butter.
Oh, God.
I think peanuts can be great in soups, just not this one. I'm still surprised at how pungent
Oil.
it is, and while it's not a bad flavor, I can't really say that I'm enjoying myself. The heat from the habaneros is at a more manageable level, and the beef is cooking nicely, although there's still a lot of grit from the mashed potatoes. For being much more edible than yesterday, though, I would give today a 4 out of 10. And to continue our rescue efforts,
Barley's
I'll be
a good
sticking
one.
with a few nice ingredients and using up the last of our
Parmesan?
barley. I'm going to follow that up with a Parmesan rind. And I
Yeah.
think some black peppercorns will
Oh,
add a
man.
nice kick to everything. Finally, I'll top off the fluid levels with this French
I think you
onion
need-
beef bone broth. Thank
Oh,
you all
man.
for
The
watching.
Bone broth.
Goodbye. Following the
Thank you all
Oh
for
man,
watching.
he's fucking shit up.
Well, it's 4 out of 10 as opposed to the 2 out of 10 that was there earlier. So it is a slightly better improvement from the Crunchwrap Supreme version. Now, Thuma Erman's going to give us the follow-up to the second bingo of Stuthius, now with Carolina Reaper.
Reapers.
Which was a moldy Reaper that he had to cut the stem off of. This should fuck his shit up.
Oh yeah. And if you too would like to get you a Stuthius crew video, drop a tenner with any number between I think $2 and $2.99.
Yeah, and if we've already watched the video that you suggest, we'll just up it one number and watch the next one.
250 days of perpetual stew. 1/4 of the way to 1,000.
Oh.
But today, the Reaper has come. I am, of course, referring to the Carolina Reaper contained within this bowl of stew. We put it in the crock pot last night, and I am scared. But we just got to get through it.
You got it, champ. Go, Zach.
Right,
you got this.
It's unnerving to have this near me, knowing that I have to eat it.
Let's
get our first. Let's get some broth. It's actually not so bad. It's
as his whole face
the
turns
pain
red.
is instant. But it is tapering off a little bit already. Maybe I was saved by the fact that it was such an oily bite. Let's get a couple more.
Okay, he's mowing down.
He was crying.
It's building. It's really building. I'm starting to feel it in my ears.
Each bite, he's like coughing.
I was prepared for much worse. And I let my guard down. It's really snuck up on me here, though.
He got
munching. Definitely on par with the 6 habaneros. Yeah, my ears hurt. I'm kind of sweating. Not too bad. But wow, that is up there. If I had a better spice tolerance, this might be a fairly flavorful stew. So for the good flavor, plus the physical pain, I'm going to say this evens out to a 5 out of 10.
So our new mission now is to make the heat much more tolerable while retaining as much of that flavor as possible.
Those look like good mushrooms.
I'll be sticking with some of our basic stew ingredients. I am throwing in some shiitake mushrooms, along with a good amount of celery. Finally, I have a few pieces of lemongrass, and I will finish off the last of our balsamic glaze. Any flavor that isn't spicy is welcome at this point. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Okay, there you go. 250. For those of you that don't know, we are watching the saga of Stuthius, the perpetual stew that is currently running 301 days straight on YouTube, uploading, adding ingredients, tasting, verifying every day by Zach Makes. He makes the perpetual stew, and Rewind is Lolcow Stew Wind for today.
Oh, yeah. We just got to what, day 301? Crazy.
Yeah. People are saying that guy's got constant diarrhea. Do you think he's just
I believe it.
Spouting out the bum? Like,
yeah, I think he's like blowing up bathrooms anywhere. Like, if he can't leave the house after he eats Stuthius.
I feel like he's getting an amazing level of fiber here. Am I wrong?
You think?
I don't know.
I mean, eating this stew daily could not be good for you. The things that he's had to put in this stew, he's been in and out, man.
He has had some limits tested. Hugh Justice can't believe his goal was 1,000, like 3.5 years. His goal might be more than 1,000. He just said it's perpetual stew, right? He just said he's a quarter of a way to 1,000 at this point. Now he's almost.
I hope 10 years down the line, I can look at this stew still and see how it's doing, okay?
Dude, I hope my grandchildren get down on their hands and knees and pay homage to this stew every morning. I hope it becomes the greatest invention in mankind and transcends government. I hope it transcends religion, everything. I hope it becomes one thing we can all agree is precious, and we treat it as such.
Facts. All hail the stew. All
hail the stew.
Yo, if he does not pass that stew down to his children and his children's children and so on, we failed as a society. Stuthius is the only thing keeping us together.
Ash says, has he not been sick at all this whole time? If we can get an interview with the keeper of Stuthius, we'll ask him, like, have you ever just lost it?
Mm-hmm.
You ever just got stomach sick from eating this damn stew?
Hell yeah.
Harrison Martin says, I won't have grandkids. Are Are you saying you're not putting out, Harrison? Let me put a baby in your butt.
Yeah, what do you know about Billy and where he's been putting his baby gravy?
That would not be a good addition to the stew.
Yes, very much not.
There, we're adding baby gravy on day 364. That's not good.
I had to get a bit of a stretch in there. All right. Now, we had a bit of a crash out today in the LCU.
What?
Yeah, huge
Where?
crash out. Over on Lolcow Hero.
Uh-oh. That's Stick Gemini?
Yep, so I've got a censored version of this. Let me triple check that it is the censored one.
Yeah, because did Life with Ron leave again? Is Life with Ron, Life was gone?
He quit.
Is it because he was outed as being a bad feeder last night on Lolcow Bus? He didn't feed Amber or I anything. He had the opportunity. Could have DoorDashed us some great stuff. I don't know. But
okay. I believe this is the censored one. I didn't hear it in it, so I'm gonna believe it's the censored one. I have 2 different versions. One was labeled censored. If I fuck this up, that's my bad.
Okay.
Combined with the power of God, the Freemasons, I fucking got the...
God is not by your side, bitch.
As long as I am a missionary who spreads the word of God, then I'm earning my brownie points back. Praise the Lord, everybody. Through our Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we pray. Amen.
Shut.
Cleanse the curses. Remove the rituals. Day at a time.
You are not a Christian.
Sorting this out, ladies and gentlemen.
You are not a Catholic. You do not believe in God. You believe in Satan and sex.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
No, I believe Satan is real, of course. Because if someone believes in Satan, they also have to believe in God. Everything is good or evil. Look at every story ever made. Look at every song ever made. I do not worship Satan. Actually, I repent Satan, and any part of Satan that exists needs to be removed from ourselves. I repent Satan. I repent Satan. I repent Satan.
Shut the fuck up!
Do you fucking do to me?
You stupid motherfucker!
Spirituality! You another no good son of a bitch! No good Lola! I'ma have you know you a punk! You a piece of shit! I'ma break your fucking back! Put you in the camel clutch!
And
then
you,
fuck your
motherfucker, are a stupid...
With my cage cock!
What?
Okay. So I think he hit him with a trifecta of bleeps.
So technically only one of those was a slur. He called him a
schmedophile?
PDF. A PDF.
A shrapist. A scrapist.
And a flag.
Yeah.
With the whole word.
Yeah, with a hard gut. Can I just say that these guys were definitely in their element, having a real fight, and that was so intense. I can't believe
it's not done yet.
Can't believe the LCU has gotten so bright and beautifully angry. These guys are so real and in depth. It's wild.
There's still a little bit more here. Let me back it up.
What?
Now shut the fuck up. I've not quit. I fucking
you
quit.
accused me
I'm done with the LCU. I'm done with this shit. I fucking quit, bitch. I'm gone. I'm fucking gone.
And they ended the stream. Now, he has said since that he did not quit in the main.
Damn.
So, but Iceman has been banned because he broke his probation rules, which were that he's not supposed to be typing in the main chat. And then he got called out by Steak on Live. Keen came up when he heard about this, and he was like, what the fuck? And then when they asked him to come up, he didn't show up, so he got banned.
Oh, wow. Fox says at 32 minutes and 40 seconds, Ice says trash about Sweet Tea? Oh, no.
On Lolcow Hero? Let me check it out.
Oh, no.
And then I want to pull up a clip from Live after that, unless any of you guys want to throw a tenner and bring back Stuthius if you're missing him.
Just pick a number between 2 and 299 if you want to watch more Stuthius delicious days of our stew. These are the days of our stew.
Oh my god, my fucking YouTube's freaking out. It was like playing the video, but the picture was like broken. I don't know what's going on.
Falcon Jack says Ice can't for real fight for real on the mic. He just says he'll F you in the ass. Yeah, he's you no good punk. It's like I've heard him say that 17 times, and I stopped listening to him like 2 months ago, and he's still doing it. It's wild. Yeah. It's wild.
All right, let's see what he says here.
Get pregnant. How about that?
She has no uterus. He's talking about coming inside her repeatedly and not having to worry about the responsibilities of childbirth, unlike Sweet Tea, who didn't consider that because she's a selfish cunt. And by the way, she wants to fuck me and said that I'm Eminem and said if I was to go into her DMs, then it would be fine. But I'm not going to do that. She wants me to go into her DMs, but I'm not going to, especially after this vaping situation. Like, you've just turned me off. Like, you've just told me that you care about no one else other than yourself. So it's like this, cowgirl. Bang, bang, 555, big dicks in your ass, bathroom.
I feel like I'm stuck in a fucking insane asylum with a bunch.
I lost it. The second he starts that 555 shit, I'm like, all right, I'm out.
I'm just saying.
I agree with what GM said on Live. You can see in the clip Ice breaks character when the flag word is said.
Yeah, a little bit. You want a number of stew for that tenor there, Thuma?
Interesting.
All right.
I feel like Iceman talking about being with Sweet Tea. That would be a wonderful baby. Iceman and Sweet Tea would make a wonderful child. Handsome,
right,
tall, intelligent.
I don't
perfect
think
human.
about any of that.
The perfect human.
I don't want to think about that. No offense.
Billy, Aura just said you're leaving LQ. This can't be true.
Where'd she say that?
Where did she say that?
I don't believe people sometimes. They be baiting us into like trying to respond all hastily. So where was it said? Why did Tech Protect respond and say shh?
Guys, I'm not leaving the LCU yet.
All right. Here's this clip. You kind of like mentioned it a little bit earlier. Oh, why is TTS going off in my head? Okay. Here. Sorry, this is really throwing me off. It's playing TTS in my head.
It's all in my head. I think about it over and over again.
Don't know how this is happening. Okay, apparently somebody just sent me a DM. Apparently Amber is in Babe VC right now, saying that you're thinking of leaving the LCU. I won't say who told me that, but
Who would say such a thing?
I won't say who told me that.
Zay, why would they think that? What sort of reason would I have to leave here? We've been watching Stu all day.
I love Stuthius, guys. More Stuthius videos. Never stop.
What happened last night? Nothing crazy happened last night. Nothing crazy happened the week before or the last 2 months.
Yeah. Should we drag her in?
No. What is she gonna make me? She's gonna make me tell the truth on air? I can deny everything right now.
You want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to confront my fucking emotions.
Let's just say me and Billy were emotional last night, okay? For good reasons. Let's watch this clip.
I'm still here, damn it. Yeah, it's 251.
Yeah, that'll make us feel better after this clip.
Blue Flame Studio.
It's a good idea. Can I give you my idea for Rewind Boogie? I spoke about it on Cracked, and like a lot of people fucked with it.
What?
Do you want to hear it? So here's what I think should happen. There's 7 days in a week, as you guys know. 7 showrunners Rewind is live every day. Rotating co-hosts and a rotating guest or
I
intern,
can't
right?
believe Iceman successfully made me have empathy for zesty feminize. Let's go for 247.
Thank you, Gaff. Right back to the stew. Thank you, guys.
Iceman has that beautiful quality. he gives you sympathy for the devil.
Yeah. Let's continue this.
2 to 3 people on that panel, and it's always the same 7 showrunners that could even get flipped out every month with other showrunners. And you just have a fucking good time. You bring up viewers, they air out their grievances at the LCU again, just like the good old days. They come up, they say their piece, they have fun, they chat shit, have a good time. You have Angry Tuesdays where people just come up on a Tuesday and they just scream their hatred.
Wall, and I love you guys.
I don't know if he says any more, but I think we got the general gist of his plan. What do you think?
If Rewind should just have a rotating host,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would make it easier for me.
You better stop. You better stop, Billy.
We're making stew wind, baby.
All right, back to stew wine. We're making Billy happy again. Oh my God. There's a concerning amount of steam today on day 251.
Oh, shit.
This one's for Thuma, I believe.
Thuma, yeah, called
Thuma.
251. This is a follow-up to the Carolina Reaper debacle.
Yesterday's bowl left me whimpering this morning after my coffee.
Whimpering?
I apologize if that was too personal of a thing to say, but it seemed pertinent to the whole stew experience. And because of that, I think I may adjust yesterday's rating to a 4.5. Let's get our bowl for today and see if it invites similar levels of agony. Luckily, the heat has been tapering off. It is still near the upper limits of what I could handle in terms of spice, but the flavor from the tri-tip is much more prominent, and the celery adds a good amount of crunch to these bites, at least in comparison to the carrots. The shiitakes are my favorite addition. They pair really well with the meat and the barely discernible sweetness from the balsamic glaze, both in terms of spice and flavor. Today's bowl is a welcomed improvement. If it was slightly less spicy and slightly more flavorful, I think it would be an easy 7.
Damn!
But I will go with a 6.5 for today.
I wonder if his
Spice
asshole got ripped
should
up again.
naturally fade, so today's ingredients will be focusing on enhancing the flavor. Starting off, we have some leeks, which are fairly neutral to the broth's flavor, but taste alright when you bite into them. I also have these sun-dried tomatoes. These, in my experience, pair very nicely with the balsamic glaze. I wish I had added them yesterday, but better late than never. In addition, the stew is sorely lacking garlic. Finally, I have chicken
garlic?
bone broth. This will vastly improve the flavor while hopefully diluting a lot of the heat. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye. Yesterday,
A beautiful day of the stew. See, I was concerned with the steam there. I thought he really fucked some shit up.
I'm always so impressed when the stew is nasty and then in 2 or 3 episodes, it's back to a more level base. The man knows how to fix it. Knows how to fix it. You put in stuff that will soak up the spice or mellow out the flavor. This is not just entertainment. This is education. You learn how to cook.
He's a man of stew. I would trust him with my stew.
He's a man of constant stew. The soup is brewing every day. Get the perpetual soup. Make a bowl and eat away. Sorry, I was just feeling a little tune.
Again. Oh, what a beautiful little song
tune,
for our friend here.
Tune.
All right, we got day 247. This one is supposed to be really fucked up because remember on day, it was 250. He was things were just, and day 249, he was pissed. So I don't know what happened here.
Yeah.
like Dr. Frankenstein, my creation has taken on a life of its own that has left me shocked and appalled. Stuthius currently smells of peppermint and cheese. The peppermint I understand, but the cheese simply should not be possible. Let's go ahead and see if it's as bad as I fear. And despite the infusion of Christmas spirit, which several Hallmark movies have led me to believe would fix all of my problems, this may be the worst bowl to date. There is something wrong about the peppermint. It is not refreshing. It has been twisted into something nauseating.
Oh, God.
The dark chocolate aftertaste is quite bizarre as well.
Oh.
And I think the source of the cheesy scent is the white truffle fudge, maybe?
What?
The broth hit my stomach in a
I
way
need day
that
246.
reminded me of cough syrup and Jaeger bombs. With even just a few more bites, I have no doubt in my mind I would have vomited, and for that reason, I would give today a 1.5, since I was left feeling queasy for some time after. And I'm looking at this can as I'm recording, and it says it contains lactose. Vanilla bean, cocoa, and peppermint? We must pass a law immediately restricting craft breweries to 1 or 2 distinct flavors in their beers. This is getting out of hand. For today, I have these parsley and cumin chickpeas. We've used these before, and I recall them being quite nice and herbal. I am following up with these peewee potatoes, which will hopefully absorb some of the nastier flavors. And I will finish off with a very generous sprinkle of black garlic. That's all for today, though. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
And then I'm still gonna need day 246 because what the fuck has happened here?
Stuma Thurman coming through with 245. This is like the worst era of stew, I think.
Yeah, the whole I think between 240 and 255, because the crunch wrap happened in this era too. That was day 250. Oh my god, poor fucking Zach. He went through it.
Maui, I don't think your TTS read out. It said Billy is one of the best entertainers here, without a doubt, and I'm assuming all the negativity and constant dumping on him is getting to be too much. Oh wait, sorry, that wasn't a TTS. I don't know why I read that.
Love you, Molly.
Hopefully you can hear the wind howling and the rain coming down. I have cracked my window open so that you may better understand the situation that I find myself in, which is, all things considered, a pretty good one. This, to me, is what ideal stew-eating weather is.
Oh, no!
So let's go ahead and get our bowl for today and close my window.
Oh, no!
And this is quite the lovely bowl of stew.
Oh, no!
The celery has still retained a little bit of its crunch and has absorbed a lot of the pleasant flavors from the herbal blend. I also quite like the hominy. I am very partial to dried ingredients for not only being shelf stable, but the time it takes to rehydrate stops them from turning to mush as quickly as the undried counterpart. As I mentioned yesterday, though, the ribeye is not the best cut of meat for stew, and unfortunately the texture is already suffering. I typically consider the protein to be the centerpiece of the stew, so unfortunately I would typically give today a 6 or a 6.5, but with the ambiance, I am extra grateful for the perpetual stew today, and think it would squeeze
It all went downhill
past
so
a
fast.
7, but just barely.
What
As for
happened
today,
on
I
day
have these
246?
enchilada
I
black
need to
beans.
know.
I have some slight concerns about the tomato contents of the stew between the adobo sauce and this can, but I don't think it should be that overbearing. I also have these fried shallots. I'm hoping to achieve some shallot flavor, but that also the fried breading thickens up our broth a bit. To enrich the flavor a little bit further, I have some more miso paste. And to achieve some really deep umami flavor, I'm going to double down with a sprinkle of MSG Thank you all for watching.
More than a sprinkle, pal.
Goodbye. Hopefully.
Wait.
I need 246.
He went from 7 to like what? Like 1.5? Was it?
1.5 within a day. What happened on day 246? I'm on the edge of my seat.
For real.
And we only have 5 minutes left of the stream.
It's Mooch says, do not try on a live stew at home. A lot of people say that perpetual stew might give you a serious sickness. You do have to be very careful with perpetual stew. It can make you very sick. Do not try it at home. It's Mooch says, fart barf stew. Nope. Ah, God.
Evan in the chat said, me so sick of looking at that gross shit.
Gaff Garion.
No. We need a bridging 246th episode. What happened?
What the fuck happened?
For real. Stuma Thurman.
I got you a 246.
If we have time, we'll hit 246 and another one.
Yeah, 246 is important. There's something happening here.
And then we'll hit 248 to see if he came back from day 247. Because we've seen 249, 250, so we're bridging the gap.
Let's go.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Stew Crew. I hope that you have all found some warmth and contentedness this winter season. I am certainly hoping for some warmth and contentedness from today's bowl of stew, but let's go ahead and see how things have turned out. There is definitely a pronounced tomato flavor to today's bowl. Definitely a little more pronounced than I would have preferred, but not too bad overall. I think that tomato flavor is being highlighted by the miso and MSG, which have made the broth exceptionally rich and deep. However, I'm not picking up on any shallot flavor, and I think the fried pieces haven't really thickened the broth in a meaningful way. It seems that they have mostly become instant detritus, which harms the overall texture, but it's not egregious. While there is some decent flavor, the ribeye texture is suffering and the broth is slightly gritty. I'm going to give today a 5 out of 10, breaking our streak of good days.
Okay.
But sometimes you need the valleys to have the peaks. I will also be giving the stew a mesh straining, and I will be adding in a much more appropriate cut of meat with these beef stew chunks.
Okay.
I will also be throwing in this veggie stir-fry mix I cooked in the same cast iron as the meat. Forgive me for being a little bit lazy, as I am busy with the holidays, but I do in fact have a festive ingredient for us.
Yep.
This is a peppermint stout with notes of chocolate and white truffle. I was hoping that the stew may become refreshing, but I tasted what was left of the can after filming, and I fear that I have made a terrible mistake. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching.
It was a terrible.
Can of beer.
That peppermint stout fucked him up big time. It's Mooch says, now I'm gonna have to follow this. Why, God, why? I posted about it on Twitter last night, and Zay responded like, "Holy shit, you follow Stuthius too?" And I was like, "We're rewinding Stuthius. I don't give a fuck."
Stew Crew. All right, this is the last one we got time for. This is bridging all the gaps. So we've seen pretty much everything in this timeline except for 248. So let's see what happened.
The scent of peppermint and cheese has abated, but it has been replaced with the smell of chocolate. I suppose that this is a preferable transformation, so let's go ahead and get our bowl for today and see how things have turned out. While overall today is slightly better than yesterday, that is a very low bar to clear. I think the parsley from the chickpeas is really clashing with the chocolate flavor, while the stir-fry veggie mix has held up. Both it and the meat are beginning to decline in terms of texture. The potatoes are the best part of this bowl, however, which is not to say that they're good, but they taste mostly like what you would expect a potato to taste like. Today's bowl is, again, still fairly terrible, but I don't want to throw up. For that reason, I think I would give it a 3 out of 10. And to really jumpstart the stew's recovery,
what the fuck is
that's a whole ass bowl of soup.
A different soup. This is leftover chicken and tortilla soup. Without the tortilla, though, I thought that would only further harm the soup's texture.
There you go.
After a
All right, sorry, you guys might have to finish this one up on your own. Check out the end of day 248 because we are out of time. Rewind. Stew crew will be back for you tomorrow.
You guys have a good night. We're gonna send you over to LolCow Nerds, right? Nerds is coming up. LolCow Nerds. Yeah. Make sure we got the redirect in also.